back. If you've made it this far, well done. So this next tool is running a page speed test on your website. So you can run this test on an individual page, or you can just give it your URL for your website and it'll just do your home page. I recommend when using this tool, do it on your home page first. Once you get the results back and you start optimizing different things on your site, typically the components are reused on each page in your site. So if you optimize it for your home page, you then get an improved score for the rest of the pages in your site. And in another video, I'll show you how to actually look at page speed results for your entire website, but we'll do that after we set up Google Analytics. So I guess the key reason we do a page speed test on our website is to see how well it performs when it's loading on someone's computer, their device, their iPad, on different internet speeds, as not everyone is sitting at their desk connected to a powerful PC with a really good internet or NBN connection. Some people are on their phones on a 3G or a 4G connection, or people on laptops using mobile internet or hotspot cafes, things like that. Only will it tests for all types of scenarios of people using different pieces of hardware and internet connections, but it goes into the performance on how fast your page loads, how big the images are, and really goes deep into the technical parts of your site. But the reason it's important is because when Google is ranking your page, or when search engines rank your page, they want the results at the top to answer the user's question in the quickest possible amount of time. So if you read between the lines of that, it's what they're saying is you need to have good content to rank highly, but you also need to deliver it as quickly as possible to the end user so that they get a really good experience when they're trying to find the information that they want, which is what search engines want, so that people come back and use their search engine. They don't want them to go off and use someone else's search engine. So that's why it's important, and that's the kind of things that this tool will do. So let's do a demo. Let's try out, let's try out naomiarnold.com. This should be interesting. As you can see, it's analyzing the site. It's running a whole bunch of different tests on it at the moment. Excellent. So we've got a pretty poor result of 22. As you can probably imagine, red is bad, orange is better, and green is the goal. That's what we really want from our page speed tests. So this is red on the mobile view. So you can switch between mobile score and desktop score. Still not got a great one on desktop. As we scroll down, it will start to break down the different results of why we scored poorly, and we can drill into those and find out what things we can do to improve that. So we've got some metrics here. So how quickly the first pieces of the page appear for the end user, that kind of stuff. You can sort of scroll past that. And then the opportunities, this is where you can make, quick wins in terms of improving your site and gaining some performance increases, which should hopefully in turn gain you some places or higher ranking in search engine results. The The first two results here are probably the most common ones that I've seen when testing people's websites. So deferring off-screen images means on a page, if you have images towards the bottom of the page which are not seen by the user when they first look at the page, then we shouldn't load them because the user isn't actually looking at them. So why would you load an image that nobody's going to see? So that's what defer off-screen images is about. And then you can see when you drop it down, it even gives me a suggestion of using this WordPress plugin because it's obviously detected that this website is a WordPress website, and says use this plugin, it will help with this problem. So I could then go away, install that plugin, and then rerun this test and see if it improves my results, which hopefully it would. And it's going to give me an 8.92 second increase in performance, which in the web world is massive. So I would actually go and do this straight away if you get this result. The poorly sized images, I actually will show you how to do this in a later video, so stay tuned for that. But essentially what it's saying is for this image, this is the size of it, and this is how much you could save on that image, and it would continue to go through like that. So some of them aren't very much, but Google has a certain standard for how well compressed your images should be. So it will flag those, and you can go through and resize each of those and then get that, potentially get that gain also, which would be great. So you can see how the test gives you a lot of results, and you can work through each one and make small tweaks. I recommend just kind of focusing on one, do a change, rerun the test, and see what improvement that may or may not have made, and then working down the list from there. So I won't go through each one. They're obviously all different, and there's different solutions to each one. And for most of them, you'll have to read what the problem is and do some Googling and figure out how to actually fix that. For some of them on WordPress, there are plugins that are made that you can go and install and set up, and there's no more to do after that. So yeah. So the action for this section is to run a page speed test on your website. Look over the results, see if there's anything you can improve on. If you can't, that's fine. But it's more just so that you understand how your website is performing and that there may be some areas that you need to improve on. And then we'll move on to the next section. Thank you.